here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. First carry now for David Montgomery. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields going to hold on to it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Folk's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since Week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. But Charles, here's the Packers 2022 draft class, and they certainly gave a boost to both sides of the ball. It started with taking a pair of teammates from that vaunted Georgia defense in the first round, and then bringing in a pair of receivers to offset the loss of Devontae Adams.
Well, a couple of things, Brandon. Before the draft, we all kind of joked, hey, if you just take Georgia Bulldogs in this draft, you will have a good draft, and Green Bay took that to the extreme, taking linebacker Quay Walker 22nd overall and defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt 28. And then that screaming need for receiver was met. Christian Watson out of North Dakota State goes in the 2nd round, and Romeo Doubs in the 4th round out in Nevada. Both can run. Christian Watson with some length as well.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bears take over. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there, just 4 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Fields. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
I like the way that...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. These defense, and now as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big... So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. The kick by Crosby is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
From what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Packers now to take over, trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Another catch from Melton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Green Bay need to get Aaron Rodgers some help at receiver, and they did so by picking Christian Watson 34th overall. That's the earliest they've taken a receiver since 2002. Watson has some NFL bloodlines as well. His dad, Tim, was also drafted by the Packers, and you know his father's very proud watching him pick up that first down there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Bill Milton with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. They seem a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers and the Packer offense back out onto the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a... Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dillon. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this ball, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sport. Back now at Lambeau. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 46 yards. Now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And I think more of that in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go again to Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good. That will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3rd and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw is Fields. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete. And that brings up 4th.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, Love to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Okay, ready?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Back to throw, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller, 62 yards. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they take a knee.
Ready?
And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball secure.